Dancing Panda 8-year. I have not seen a review on this one, and I was asked to do one, so why not? Let's go. Welcome back to Old Fashioned Ways. I'm Doc Martinez, and I'm gonna do a review on this Dancing Panda 8-year. I've never seen a review for it, and someone asked me, hey, can you do a review on this? Because they couldn't find one either. So, of course I agreed. Let's pop this one open, pour some out, and let it breathe for a while as we start talking a little bit about it. Whoop, there we go. Now, I always do research before I do a review, but I couldn't find any information or even a website for Dancing Panda. The only thing I found was this, a bold premium bourbon crafted for true whiskey enthusiasts. That's all I found on there. Anytime I do a review, I love to share, so stay tuned to find out how you can win a sample of this. Let's get into these bottle details. Bottle details, Dancing Panda Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 8 years. Classification, straight bourbon whiskey. Distillery, bottled by Dancing Panda, Crestwood, Kentucky. Release date, none stated. Proof on this is 100 proof, making it 50% ABV. Age, 8 to 14-year-old whiskey, so it's got some age in here. Finish, there was none stated. Mashbill, none stated. MSRP, $65. Anytime I do a review, I do a scoring system of 1 to 10 on aroma, flavors, complexity, mouthfeel, finish, and would I buy again. All right, I'm ready to do a review. Just wanted to show you this bottle. Look at that little Dancing Panda on top. It's pretty cute. Hopefully you guys can see it. I know a lot of times it focuses more on my face, but let's see. Hopefully you can see that there. It's an interesting bottle. It kind of looks like a fire hydrant, and it has a ticket, admit one ticket on the bottom. So I wonder what that's all about. And it has some nice embossing on the glass that says Dancing Panda. So it's a nice container, but it's not about the container. It's about the juice inside, right? So let's start looking at this. Let's just, for having 8 to 14 years, it is a little bit light, but it is 100 proof. It actually sticks to the glass rather well. I mean, there are some tight little legs coming down, and they're actually riding pretty tight. So that's at least something to look forward to. Usually when they do that, that usually means there's gonna be some good viscosity, stick to the tongue pretty well. So not too bad on the legs there. All right, let's go in for aroma. Actually, good solid bourbon. It smells like a good solid bourbon. You smell some grain in there. Yeah, it's a little bit grainy, a little bit spicy, a little bit of zesty, like orange zest. Not as much sweetness. It's more on like the zesty kind of spicy nose. And for that nose, I'm gonna give that 5.5. All right, first drink, and it's my first drink of the day, so let's go in for that. As I said, there's good viscosity on that. Sweeter than it's sweeter than it smells. It has almost like a little bit of a honey sweetness to it. Kind of went through that pretty quickly, so I didn't get a lot of those flavors, and a lot of times with that first taste, you don't do that. I like the mouthfeel, but we'll talk about that in a moment. But flavors went really quickly through. It was hard for me to catch a lot of them. So for that reason, I'm gonna give that also a 5.5. Next, complexity. How does it evolve on the tongue? Okay, better. A little drying of the tongue. It kind of dries it. A little tannicky. You get that honey, but you also get like a bread. Almost like, it's hard to describe it. It's like a little bit of an aged bread, but you still have, that's full of nuttiness in it, with the ones that come with the nuts on top, and that's kind of what you're getting. You're also getting a little bit of citrus in there. And right now I'm not tasting really much fruit besides that. So for complexity, I'll give that a 6. Mouthfeel, thickness and viscosity. That's one thing I've so far enjoyed on this. Now, there's good thickness. It covers the mouth, it covers the tongue, it covers the roof of the mouth. It stays there. It's that, and I feel that. I feel that on the tongue. I like this mouthfeel. Has nice viscosity to it. So for that, I'm actually gonna give that a 7. Now finish. After a few drinks of this, almost all that sweetness is gone. It's very, very tannicky. There is some spice to this, like an underlying spice. And it's kind of zesty. Like if you bite a zest of an orange, you can taste it, but it's not the best taste that you want, but it's not unpleasant, right? The finish is still there, but it's really just that tannic that I have left behind. All those other flavors that you get in the beginning kind of just go through those, and then the tannicky. And it might be because, you have some up to 14-year bourbon in this, and that's probably what that tannic, that stays on the tongue is. Finish. This is a hard one. It stays a long time. It's just not the finish I want in my palate for a long time. So for that reason, I'm gonna give it a 6.5. Now, would I buy again? It's a $65 bottle. That's not too bad. The price is not bad. It's a cute bottle. But no, I wouldn't buy again. And not because the price is wrong. This just is not that long, the finish that it has, it just doesn't hit my palate. It's not right for my palate. And so I would not. I'm glad I got one. I'm glad somebody wanted me to try it. I'm glad I'm able to share these thoughts with you, do that. So would I buy again? No. And I'm going to give that a 5. My total for this was 35.5 out of 60. Pretty much an average bourbon, but not bad either. So this is one of those, I just popped the bottle open, and sometimes when you go back to whiskeys after they've aired out a little bit, they get a little bit better, they kind of mellow out, and then you get to taste more. So this is one I'm definitely going to want to go and back and taste in a few weeks and see if that tannicky kind of like gets more mild and I'm able to enjoy it more. There's a lot of good flavors in the beginning that I like, and it's a good pour. It's a good, simple bourbon. Is there anything outstanding about this? No. I'm very curious to learn more about it because I couldn't find a website for Dancing Panda. All the pages like that sell it had that same comment that I read earlier, and there doesn't seem to be anything else about it. And I'm very curious because they have this, like, it looks like a ticket on the bottom, admit one. Admit one where? I'm just very curious. So why is it a Dancing Panda? Why do we have tickets? Very curious, very curious. Let's talk about how you can win a sample of this, and maybe when the sample hits you, it'll fit your palate differently, and you might be something that you do enjoy. So first of all, if you have it, go click on that like button. Go click on that. Help me out. If you're not following me, follow me. I'm above 2,000, getting closer to 2,222 subs every day, and when we do it, it's gonna be a fun time. And make sure in the comments below to hit hashtag Dancing Panda. Hashtag Dancing Panda. Well, my friends, thank you for joining me on another journey down my whiskey rabbit hole. To our next journey, my friends. Cheers.